I said we live. We live, y'all. We got a special guest. Isn't she beautiful and lovely? We have the gorgeous Yvonne Senat Jones from Tyler Perry's Ruthless. She's also going to be starring in the upcoming film Sneakerella. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, but this is the wind up. And typically on the wind up, we tell everybody what we're drinking on first. We do a round of what we're drinking on, and then we get into the interview. So I am your host, Portia Monique. I don't know if we got our intro yet. Is our intro ready? Somebody let me know. My producer is actually at my house. Anyway, I'm just gonna tell y'all I was a little urban today, and I did my little photo shoot for my album cover. I just want y'all to know. So I was drinking on eggnog out of this cup. It was a cup. I didn't have a glass. I didn't have a glass today because we was working. So I'm drinking eggnog. I'm gonna pass the ball to our beautiful guest, Yvonne Senat Jones. What you drinking on, girl?
Actually, we just moved into our new house yesterday, so we have nothing here. But I did want to bring something. So I got the fanciest thing on CPK's delivery. So it's some Perrier.
Yes, Perrier.
It's a little lemon sparkling Perrier. So I'm keeping it light this time.
I love it. I need some Perrier. So let's pass the ball to, I don't know, Yvonne, who you want to pass the ball to?
Latrice.
Hi. Hey guys. I am Latrice, so I'm making, and I couldn't find nothing today, so I am drinking apple juice.
Listen, I got eggnog in the cup. Apple juice is cool.
Oh, Rocky,
Perrier is good.
You, Rocky. You got to bring it home strong.
I'm like, I guess my drinking choice is just making up for it all. I mean, because I had to go to the Crown Royal Beach. It's been a festive holiday season thus far, so I had to skip the wine tonight and get straight to the holiday spirits.
Why not? Yes, wine,
well, listen, I had to bring it back because Mary J. Blige plays no games with her Sun Goddess wine. So I'm drinking on the Pinot Grigio.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's really delicious. Hopefully I'll finish the bottle by Christmas. We'll see. Here's hoping.
I love Mary. I was trying to channel Mary in my photo shoot in my office space today. I was doing her when she do her little routine and I had my boots on.
You had your pop going.
But we are here to talk about Yvonne Senat Jones. She is one of the stars of Ruthless on BET Plus. Of course, it's Tyler Perry's Ruthless. It's a spinoff of The Oval. Where she originated the character of Tally. So she plays Tally. She looks a little different, right? She looks beautiful. Yes, just a little bit. But Tally is still pretty. They be beating up on Tally. Why? I don't know. So Yvonne is also currently filming the Disney Plus movie Sneakerella opposite John Sally. So we can't wait to see that. And then you guys may remember her from the Bobby Brown story.
Oh yeah, a little more like this. Right?
Yes. The way she took food off Bobby's plate. I remember that.
Listen, because I was mad at her. I'm like, Robin, sit down.
How she dug on his plate.
Disrespectful.
She was disrespectful, right? But I just want to welcome to the show. Welcome to the Wind Up, Yvonne Senat Jones. Yvonne, please welcome yourself the Rolling Out Wind Up. We are ecstatic to have you here tonight to sit and talk about Ruthless. If you guys don't know, this is one of the best shows on TV. No lie. What the kids say? Yes. No cap. No, really. And we talked to you. So I talked to you. I think it may have been a couple of months ago. Actually, it was 1 month ago because it was for Thanksgiving. You guys were doing press right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so we talked to you. We talked to Lenny Thomas, who plays Daikon. We talked to River.
And Colin.
Colin. Yes, Colin. Wait, what did I say?
No,
Lenny.
you said his cast name. River.
Oh. River
Colin
and Colin
River.
McCullough. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
you were right.
So we talked to them during right before Thanksgiving, and they tried not to give up the deets, but they gave a little bit. I didn't know what y'all was talking about, girl. I sat up and looked at the doggone series and I was blown away. Tell us about Ruthless. Tell us about your character. Tell us about what season 2 was going to bring. We already watched the 3 episodes for the mid-season premiere. I'm all caught up. Like I know what's going on. And but tell our audience about Ruthless, your character Tally, and everything that they would want to know.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies, for inviting me. I was so excited to jump in. So I really appreciate being part of the lineup. So yes, Ruthless is aptly named Ruthless, as I'm sure Portia could let y'all know after having seen everything. So it's actually Tyler Perry's, I think it's one of his most edgier shows that he's done. You can tell he's going out of the box. He's not somebody who likes to just stay in one lane. He will get in each and every lane. So this is kind of your, this is like your BET plus show. And so it's based off of my character, Tally, and of course, Ruth from the Oval. And we are part of a cult. We didn't realize it was a cult when we came in or when I invited her in. We just thought it was a nice community for ourselves and our 2 daughters. So I invited her and her daughter to come join me and my daughter in the Rakadushi compound, right, community. And we very soon realized it is not all it's cracked up to be. There is a lot of things behind the scenes, which is crazy because it's based off of real things that have happened in cults that have happened in like the 2000s. So it's not, it's only like in the 2000s in Georgia with people that look like us. So it's like, it's really crazy. It's actually bringing I think a kind of an awareness to how easy it is to be led astray by, a leader. So that's what it's about. And Tally's character, myself, is one of the first to pick up on the bad vibes, so to say. And now it's time to go. And we are planning our escape. But of course, Mr. Perry, not one to shy away from all of those cliffhangers, has added so many more characters, so many more storylines. So we are having a real hard time getting out right now. And yeah, currently, if you're keeping up with it, there's like an ascension to, it seems like everybody wants to be empowered to where the highest is. So that's like the new thing going on right now is who's going to be, in charge at the end of the day. So who's going to be the highest. Mm-hmm. So it's really great. It's exciting. We have incredible fans who are ruthless. They are just in it each and every day, hitting us up for new episodes. And I am just really honored to be a part of it because I came in thinking I was just going to do something quick on the Oval, a couple of episodes. And Tyler Perry was such a blessing to me. He was like, you know what? Here's this whole series. And that was like a complete gift. So
your character is definitely, I was looking at it, looking at the new season, and your character is definitely in tune, very perceptive, very intelligent, very smart. I love that he depicted you that way.
Thank you. I always say Mr. Perry is like Tennessee Williams when it comes to writing. Mm-hmm. He knows how to write women roles. Yeah. He's not giving us one-dimensional, listen, I need a man,
Listen,
how is that?
I'm sitting up cracking up because I caught up on the last episode this morning. I was sitting up there cracking up and I was like, he might be a tad bit ghetto because he said
a tad bit.
He said he wrote something. It was a line for Ruth and she said, you a pussy ass hoe. I was like, Oh,
So
is that what
Yeah.
we saying on TV? You a
He be getting
asshole.
nitty gritty.
I might have to steal that.
Listen, right? Okay, Kristen.
You playing no games. It's ruthless. It's ruthless for
It's
real. And it's funny
ruthless for
because
real.
I don't know if it was your interview, Portia, but I remember during the interviews that we had, Lenny, specifically the one who plays Daikon, our villain, he talks about how Mr. Perry, he will throw out random lines, and you're like, "You really want me to say this?" And he's like, "Yeah, just say it."
Mhm.
I just throw them at you, and you do
Right.
it, and you keep it moving.
And but y'all deliver the line so well. I just be like, oh, okay. Even Malcolm, when he was talking to his wife and he pointed the gun at her, he was like, "I will drag your ass."
Yeah.
Tyler,
Wasn't that crazy? That scene, we're in a group chat. The group chat was going crazy because we didn't get to see the fight. Like, we're not there when they're filming. So we finally got to see it. And group chat was just wilding out.
Yeah.
Because it was so real. It was so good. Bobby brought it, who plays his wife, who came in on them, you know, and Stephanie, who's over there holding Malcolm back. And Malcolm, I hit him up like, hey, how your DMs looking this week?
Right.
Malcolm. I don't think they're very nice.
Because I was pissed. Because he was like, "I will drag your." I'm like, really? That's what we doing, Malcolm? You gonna drag your wife? You gonna drag your wife?
Is that what we doing?
He didn't hear me. Kristen, jump in, girl.
Listen, shout out to Tika Deshawn. She's in the chat. She says the ruthless addicts are in the room. So definitely some super fans in the building. Would love to hear more about where would you like to see your character go in the remainder of this season, or even next season.
That's true. It's true. It's funny that Tika's in here because Tika actually is the head of our Ruthless fan page on Facebook from like when we first popped off. And they actually started doing a challenge where they were writing like where they think our backstories are, how we started. So some of them, a lot of them were really interesting backstories. I would like to, and I feel a lot of fans would love to see how everybody got here. How did everybody get to the compound? Where did, right? Where did we start? How did we get there? What happened in our lives? Who is the father of my current, daughter that's in the compound? What was that relationship like? What brought us all here I would just love to know, because Tyler's gonna write something just crazy.
Maybe like a flashback sequence or something.
Yeah, flashback.
Yeah,
and maybe we've seen each other before, but not in this sense. Wouldn't that be cool? Like everybody's in the community, but before they knew each other in the compound, something like that.
That's it. I love it. I'm gonna pass the ball to Rocky.
All right. Okay. So
hey, Rocky.
I read. Hi, love it. You look much cuter than you were when you played Robin, by the way.
Thank you. I was like, can I please get a role where I can wear makeup?
Because she was scandalous. So that's part of what I wanted to ask you. I read that you are of Bolivian and Haitian descent. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I love it. So how does your heritage affect how you show up in your roles?
Thank you. That's really, because it does play a really big factor. So I actually was mainly raised from my Latina side, my mom's side, the Bolivians, because, we roll deep, big Bolivian family. And so that definitely was my background, very strongly Latin based. And it did, to be honest with you, so my dad is from Haiti. I wasn't raised with him. I was raised with my mom in California. He's in Texas. So it was my mom and my stepdad, who I call my dad as well, because he was there since I was 3. And they raised me, and he's white, and he's from the Midwest. So my culture, my background is very, very complex in that way. And so for a while, it was a challenge for me when I would get roles that would have, would have someone written down that they specifically wanted someone African-American, because I wasn't sure, am I enough for this role? Because I don't have the cultural background, not by any fault of anybody's, right? It's just life. But I don't have the Black cultural background. I have a Latin cultural background, honestly. But people in America see me as a Black woman. So I do have that experience. I still have the Black woman experience, you know? So it is like a complex thing, but to be honest with you, thankfully age, and I think that helps with all of us, we realize Black women are not monolithic. We are not one boxed person, even if we were raised with 2 Black parents and a big, beautiful Black family. That doesn't make us the same as our next door neighbor who might have a beautiful Black family. There's culture all over the place within the Black community. So honestly, I've just decided at this point, like, you either want Yvonne and her take on the role, or you want someone else, you know, their take on the role. And that's totally fine. But I can do me the best.
You have been, by the way. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
You
Rocky.
pull you off flawlessly. Exactly.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's the ball, Rocky.
I think it's on Latrice now.
It's on me. So going back to Ruthless, because I love this show. I've been watching it from day one. Okay, so
thank you.
I need to know some details. Is your character supposed to be pregnant? Is your character supposed to be pregnant? I mean, I know her daughter's in there. Does she get her daughter back? I need to know.
Well, I mean, we have to go with what we've heard, right? Like, she has told Andrew that she is pregnant with his child, you know? And so we just gotta go with that for now. I honestly, my decision, if you wanna know the truth, is I made the decision that she is pregnant, because I think that puts a much different perspective on her and her need to leave. Like, it's not just her daughter, she's got 2 kids in the game. So we gotta go now, which I think is evident when you see how he wrote Ruth. And sometimes she's wavering. It's like, yo, we gotta go. No, we can't just like try to make it to the top. Like, we gotta go. And sometimes I feel like Tally's like, let's just go now. And Ruth is like, at the same time, she's very clever in finding out things about, I think my character might be a little bit more reactive. And Ruth's character likes to sit back, take it all in, see what she can get, and then leave.
I'm getting it.
So that is for that. And then let's see what else with Tally. You know, it's about to get crazy. Tally's gonna have a really great interaction with different characters. So outside of, it's not just gonna be a Ruth and Tally show. We have a lot of new characters that we now get to have our own storylines within the cult. So that's really exciting. And I love the new women that they brought in that are like I don't know if you noticed, it's kind of a Mean Girls vibe this season. With Ruth and Tally, right? Because they have to save face, because that's actually how the elders treat the younger women. It's like they're superior, so they have to save face. I don't know if Tally is always 100% for it, because she's always hitting up Ruth like, well, maybe we could just be nice and maybe we could just like do this for them. And Ruth's like, nah, we're ruthless, and that's it. So yeah, it's good. It's a good mix. It's like a Lucy Ethel situation.
I love it.
I love y'all vibe. So I was looking at it and I wrote down that y'all gangster, right?
Yes.
And Ruth are gangster. I can't remember the reference that I wrote it down for, but y'all gangster. When she said something about I will slap the what she said, I will slap the shit out of your ass.
She did.
I said there's some gangster hoes.
Tally was like, little girl, get yourself together.
While she having sex with homeboy, what's his name?
Daikon.
That was so crazy, John.
That was a little different scene, y'all. I was like, we supposed to be watching this?
It does push. I'm telling you, the envelope has been pushed completely, and you're gonna see, you know, some crazy stuff happening this season. But it is Ruthless. They do have the parental advisory, so don't you know, make sure the kiddos are asleep.
It's right.
So before we go any further, we will be remiss to not play the trailer and give everybody some sense of what it is that we're talking about if they don't know the show, if they're not familiar with at least season 1, because season 2 was off the hook. So let's go ahead and play the trailer, and then we'll get back into the questions.
Awesome.
We playing the trailer. We gonna play it right. It's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. Lord, I thought I did all right. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go to the trailer.
Do you love me?
Yes, I do.
Beg for your life.
This place is all about surrender. Surrender to everything you know.
Why would you want to leave this place? It's paradise.
It's not.
Everyone was scared, but you were not.
I will not let this be a Waco situation.
You should let me help you.
You can't even help yourself.
Bring them to the punishment trailer.
Oh, I don't want to die. They didn't call me Ruthless for nothing.
You will learn, girl. You will learn.
All right, bye.
Listen, y'all. So
Yeah.
I've seen every single last episode, and when I say that this series it's amazing, like Yvonne says, it definitely pushes the envelope of conventional TV, right? So whatever it is that we've ever been used to, this is not it. So if y'all want something different, a little bit of it got a little bit of raunchiness to it. It got a little bit of suspense to it. I mean, it's all of the elements that make for great TV. So kudos to Tyler, and kudos to the actors that pull it off, because y'all be doing y'all thing. So Yvonne, as an actress, what is it like to step into the dark world of cults, the illicit behavior, the mayhem, and all of that? And how do you prepare both emotionally and physically? Because I be like, wait a minute, am I no, really, I do. So I'm like, how do you prepare yourself for a role like this?
Yeah, well, on the actor side, I don't know if you know, but Tyler Perry only gives everyone one take. So what you see is the very first and only shot of every scene you've ever seen. So with other TV shows, you will do the same take 30, 40 times and spend all day on a scene. With us, you will do 30, 40 scenes in a day. That's how it rolls. It feels like a play. So on the front end, I'm prepping for the lines because I don't want to have to think about the lines. So I took the month and a half I had to just get those things down like a play. And I had the whole, we had about 24 episodes. I had all my scenes memorized. So I could just go in and go. Then I went in with the research side of things, and that was watching. I don't know if y'all noticed, my husband was saying like it's like everyone has a cult documentary this year. The Tiger King, there's a bunch of cult things. So obviously Tyler's at the cusp of that. So so we watched, I remember when we were in Oval, that was when Melissa and I first started watching. There's a documentary, Something Country.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I watched that. And I was hooked. The Good Country. I'm about to find the name of it, but go ahead.
Yeah. So we watched that one, and that had us blown away. And then I did the research. Like I said, I think it's like the Hawaiian or something. It's a Georgia cult that was around in the 2000s that had a lot of crazy stuff happening. So I watched those interviews with those women because they look just like me. And some of them grew up in the cult because their mom got started thinking it was a church. And it's just very, it's a little scary, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But it helped for me to humanize Tally so that she's not just like you said, he wrote her very, very intelligent. She's an intelligent woman, and she just got misled. So that helped a lot to just find real people that had that happen to them, and then make Tally a real person in a bad situation. And lastly, to be honest with you, the best part is that because he only does one take, you are in and out of this world in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
it
you
doesn't
go in,
weigh on you.
It doesn't weigh on you. Like I don't know how this would be on a normal set 6-month process. I would need therapy.
Right.
Therapy after each session. Because
Yeah.
it's hard to take on the bad of what happens in these cultures,
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So afterwards, I remember after every day of shooting, I would do the same thing. I'd come back to we got to stay on base in these nice, huge houses. So I'll come back into the dining room. I call my husband, just keep him on the phone to remind me I'm Yvonne. I'm Yvonne, I'm not Tally.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep him on the line and then just go through all of my scenes for the next day, prep, and then watch something, go to bed. Like it was just a job until it was over.
Yeah.
And then once it's over, normally I would go and like get a massage or get but COVID.
Yeah, but COVID.
Right. So I just had to watch some light shows once we got back to just decompress.
Yeah. And the name of that documentary on Netflix is called Wild Wild Country. Wild.
Yes.
It was
crazy.
wild for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, who we throwing about to? Kristen.
So I would love to hear, Yvonne, about just how you got started in the business, because I know, I'm not sure if you're on Clubhouse, but Clubhouse is like the latest thing. And there are tons of rooms talking about getting started in the business and best practices. I would love to hear your story about how you got started in the business. And then if you have any advice to any up and coming actresses out there that would love to get their start.
Sure. Thanks, Kristen. Actually, my husband just put me on to Clubhouse like last week, and Ashley, who's also in the show too, she was on it on one of those one-on-one how to get started as an actor one-on-one classes. So I got started, I think, a little bit late. I got started in undergrad, took a class in everything I kind of liked because I had dropped out of school for 1.5 years to try to do modeling, didn't like it. And just wasn't for me. And so I went back to school, took a class in everything I liked and fell in love with acting. And then I was blessed enough to get a full scholarship to get my master's in acting from University of South Carolina. So I did that. And then I made it back here to LA, got an agent, and then took about 3 years. And I was working for T-Mobile as a day job, right? For 15 years, like ever since graduating high school and then back off and on all the way through grad school. And I had just quit my job finally. And I was just really praying that it would work out. And then that was the same month that I ended up booking Bobby Brown and flying to Atlanta. So a month later, I was in Atlanta. And it was just great confirmation for me. Right?
From T-Mobile to Tyler Perry. Come
on.
Bobby Brown story.
I'm saying. Yeah, it is only God. Like the acceleration, to be honest with you, like it's been a real big blessing. To go from it was my very first guest star on the Oval. And then it just segued right into a series regular for the last 2 years. It's just, I got to give all glory to God all the time because it's just too perfect. I'll be honest with you, too much of a gift because Mr. Perry was one of the only people working this year in 2020.
It seems like it. Right.
Definitely in the early part of 2020, he was kind of setting the standard for how people were going to start getting back into Hollywood and working again. So he really set that standard, and to be united with him and his team was nothing but just a miracle. So I have so much gratitude in my heart for someone like him who was homeless, right? And lived in his car, and then his car got stolen.
I don't know if I knew that part of his story.
Right? Yeah, his car got stolen. It was like a little, I don't know what kind of vehicle it was, but he was living in it and it got stolen.
Man.
And he stayed grinding, and this year he's a billionaire, right? So it's just,
a single billionaire. Don't do that. A single billionaire.
Oh, you see that? Twitter was going crazy.
Listen.
You thought our show was ruthless. Those comments were like,
those comments were shameless. Everybody in the comments.
Felt like Marva. Y'all over there acting like Marva. Simmer down.
The ages. I'm not mad at those ladies. Shoot your shot.
Yes.
They were shooting. They were shooting. Oh no.
I would say to your other part of your question, Kristen, the advice I always like to give actors is, first of all, get in a self-taping class, because that's what's getting you the role, right? You can act your butt off, but you want to make sure that you're the first product they see, because we are, it's like we're a product. So first product we see, we want it to be the best. So I always say, get in a self-tape class. I suggest, the one I took was through Wendy Davis. She is a working Black female actress right now. I took hers and I loved it. And then I say, just surround yourself with people who are encouraging you, because it's going to get hard and you aren't going to have the strength, to be honest with you, each and every day. Sometimes you need the strength of someone else, your mom, your husband, your best friend, people in the community, to just keep you going until you're strong enough to be like, you know what, I have hope again. This is going to work. This is, because it's going to, I strongly believe, if you have this passion and drive in your heart for something and it doesn't go away, and you just keep going after it and you excel, like, it's there. It's just the endurance. You just need to endure.
That's it.
For a reason.
That's
Absolutely. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
So Yvonne, you obviously are a student of the game, because you mentioned Tennessee Williams. And to people who don't know who Tennessee Williams is, go on and Google it. That's classic theater right there. But I want to ask, especially with the trends that are going on with all the documentaries on cults, there are also trends with a lot of remakes of movies. So is there any movie that you've seen in the past that you would love to be in the remake and reprise a role?
Ooh, these questions, ladies. That is such a good question. Okay, I could say yes. My very first character I fell in love with when I was a kid was Gina Davis's role in The Long Kiss Goodnight with Samuel L. Jackson. And it's like, she was just such dynamic, right? She was ruthless, and she was a mom, right? There's that cool scene. She's a mom, but she has amnesia that she was once an assassin, and all of a sudden she's just like chopping carrots like crazy, and just throws the knife across the room.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
So as a kid, I remember just being like, wow, she's so awesome. And she was super tall. I'm 5'9", and she's this beautiful, right? 6-foot actress. And so I just love women with strength. And so I don't know who would play Samuel L. I mean, hopefully Samuel L. again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's excellent in anything.
That would be dope. I love it. Gina Davis is definitely one of the icons. So that's dope pick. Good pick. You're going to make me have to rewatch that, because that's a dope movie. It's right up there with Mr. and Mrs. Smith and all those great action films.
Yes,
Wanted.
and it's good. It's just as good now as it was then. Wanted. Oh, all right. I see you. Right.
Good one. I'm an action junkie. Okay.
Pass the ball, girl. Pass the ball.
Patrice.
I have so many questions for you, but we're just gonna make it fun. We're gonna end it with a real good one. So you have to wear nothing but gowns and stuff. Like when you're on Ruthless, you have to wear these burgundy gowns on the show, right? But you look so fabulous right now. What is your style outside of this whole cult that you are in?
Right.
Yes. Well, thank you for, I saw your page, Latrice, because I saw your post today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love your style. So you're a stylist, right?
Yes.
So I love that you're asking the style question, because yes, girl, I was like, can I please just look fabulous sometimes?
Right.
It's a rough life on the cult, but it's okay. That's what the red carpet's for, right? Eventually.
If you need a stylist, I'm here. So
hey, Latrice, I got your info, girl. I saw your page, your info. I've written it down.
Yes, she is the bomb.com. She is the bomb.com.
Yes. No, I will be reaching out in complete honesty. I will be reaching out. I would say, similar to this style, you say I have denim. I like to be casual, but I feel like the Latin side of me kicks in, and that you should never show up somewhere underdressed.
Yeah.
Right? Like that. My mom is like pierced my ears when I was like 1, because I always had to have earrings on and things like that. So I like to always look very, very ladylike, to be honest with you. I'm very much like a girly girl when it comes to, but also now that I'm older, I like something I can still functional, right? Like I don't want to be so frilly that I can't sit down, or I can't like be myself.
Yeah.
So it might be something like this, or I'm gonna look on your page and send you some samples.
Yes.
Yes,
We
girl,
continue this conversation.
Well, we know you have to go. We hate that you have to leave us. We're having so much fun. So, and you're such a pleasure to speak with. Yes, absolutely. I just wanted to end with Sneakerella. So give us a peek inside of Sneakerella. Let us know what we can expect. What is the movie about? We were looking for a trailer. I couldn't find one, so I'm assuming.
No, not yet, because they're still filming.
Okay.
They're still filming. I'm back in LA now, but I just got back this weekend. And you can expect much nicer clothes.
Yes, cutie.
Much nicer clothes. Yeah, no, honestly, it's magical. And I'm not even like fronting, seeing those playbacks on backstage. It's magical. And I'm just so blessed to be the role that I am, because they specifically asked for an all Black royal family. That's what they wanted. And so John Sally is the king and yours truly is the queen.
Queen thing.
So a queen thing, yes. And so that was a huge, huge blessing. I was just blown away. I really, really wanted the role and I was so grateful to get it. And that makes, I have 2 daughters in it. Lexi Underwood, you know her from Little Fires Everywhere, Carrie's daughter. Yes, she's our lead. And Robin Alomar, her sister. She's on Utopia Falls right now. So, and then Chosen Jacobs everything's role reversal. So instead of Cinderella being a girl from like bad means, it's Elle who's Chosen Jacobs' character, and he's called Elle instead of Cinderella, and our family is the royal family, and our daughter is like the princess in it. And the whole thing is that we are a sneaker, we have a whole sneaker brand based off of John Sally's fame as this great basketball player. And it's a musical, so Chosen and Lexi and all these people are just singing and dancing their butts off. It is incredible. Like, their voices are, man.
Do you sing in it? Do you sing?
In this one, I don't sing in this one, actually. But, sequel, who knows? You know?
All right, somebody got a voice over there. You gotta give us something. I hear it.
Give us a little, at last. Give us a little.
Girl, yes. I love it.
I wasn't ready. You got
But that was good though. That was good. We like that at last. We heard the tone. We heard the melody. That was real good. Well, Yvonne, we definitely want to thank you for taking the time out to stop and join us on the Rolling Out Lineup. We appreciate you. And thank you for giving us some insight into Tally. Can you tell us what happened next week? Like, this is what I don't like. I don't like having to wait a whole week to find out.
Y'all trying to have me disappeared. I can't things on Ruthless.
Okay, well, we're gonna wait until next Thursday on BET Plus. We're gonna find out what happens next week. But the show is salacious. And you guys
that's a beautiful word for it. It is.
I'm just saying it is. I love it though. I love everything about the show. So I can't wait till next Thursday. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us on the Wind-Up. We definitely appreciate you. I wanted to see if Facebook is checking in. Marcus said, keep going. Marcus, she got to go.
Yeah, because Ashley was asking, tell us what happened to her on the Oval. So I don't know if we can.
You have to watch on the Oval. Yeah, there's a lot happening on the Oval with Tally. You have to watch that if you haven't.
I said the show is popping. Y'all look good. Hey, ladies. Hello, Queen. So Facebook is checking in too. Loving a Christmas tree. Rocky. Somebody said they loving a Christmas tree. You all look great, inspired. So yes, we can't wait till Thursday to find out what happens next. There are 19 episodes in season 2, right?
Well, so there are, the way it's going is right now you guys are in the mid-season, so you get a total of 12 episodes. Mid-season of season 1, because he does 24 for all of his series. He does 24 episodes, but he stops at 12. He has a break. Then you do 12 more. That's season 1. So you guys haven't even tapped into season 2, but we filmed it, and it's a lot.
Yes. So you got to come back for season 2 because I'm sitting here. I promise you, I was looking at my TV like I don't know if I should be watching this.
It is so
I don't know. Did he mean to film it that way? Good.
Right.
And don't go to Twitter. Don't go to Twitter during those parts either. Twitter is just as salacious.
Watch TV though, ain't it? Watch it with the Twitter family.
Yeah, Twitter is right. But
no, we love our Twitter family. Those tweets.
I'm seeing stuff that I don't know if I should be seeing. Like, y'all see that too?
Look, shout out to Tyler Perry.
Is that real? Like, can somebody call Lenny? Because I just wanted to know.
You're gonna have to invite Lenny if you want.
Yes,
the tea on that kind of thing.
Please give us his information. We would love for Lenny to come on the Why Not? Because I got questions.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Like, did you know it was visible? Like, somebody help me. Anyway, girl, we're gonna let you go. Thank you so much for coming on the Why Not. We definitely appreciate you. We are tuning in every Thursday for the mid-season, and then of course every Thursday thereafter for season 2. Can't wait.
I can't wait.
Ladies, I appreciate y'all so much, and you look
Welcome.
gorgeous. Have a wonderful holiday and a happy new year.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks,
you
lady.
so much.
Take care. Sorry for keeping you. I didn't realize the time. Okay. Thanks, Yvonne.
We're just unpacking. That's all we're doing.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Have fun.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye,
Have fun with that unpacking, girl.
Child.
All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see that episode. I know Latrice did, but I was like,
girl,
did he know it was out though?
those one of them shows that you have to make sure everyone's asleep, turn off the lights, have your glass of wine, and just be like, what?
Oh, that sounds like Skinamax after dark.
Listen. I was like,
that's what y'all describing.
Is that out? Is it a prop?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Not a prop.
Real?
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Season 2 is a whole curveball. It's a whole mood. It's different from season 1.
That sounds like my type of TV.
Listen, I'm like, does she have on anything under there? Like you just
girl, she said on this stuff like
you was sitting on it and
I was like,
and it was out, girl. You was sitting on it and it was out.
Girl.
That sounds like my type of show.
It's the punishment room. The punishment room, girl. Don't get in trouble.
Yes. Anyway, y'all gotta watch last week's episode. It was salacious.
I'm gonna have to catch up on that.
I'm sorry. Watch last week's first, and you're gonna be like, hold on.
Yeah. No, watch the whole entire season.
Yes.
Let's start from the beginning. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning, but my recommendation is to watch last week's episode first because it's gonna hook you. You're gonna be like, hold on. Listen, you could hear remnants of Medea in there just cussing people out. Like you can hear it in the different characters. You know what I'm saying? Like when the guy was like, I will drag your ass. I'm like, you talking to a female, you can't drag her, sir. While he was pointing the gun at her. That was one. Then Ruth was like, I will slap the shit out of your ass. I said, Ruth, you can't be talking to people
on a
like
whole
that.
nother level.
Listen.
Whole nother level.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that after I watch this second part of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion.
And I don't know who she was talking to.
That.
And she called him a pussy ass hoe. I said, oh my God, this is some ghetto.
It's so good though.
This is the deal.
Like my type of show for real. Come with it. Come with it.
Yeah, you got a lot of the moments. Well, okay. Yep. Y'all just gonna say that on TV. That's fine. Y'all rolling with it. I'm rolling with it.
There's a lot of crazies in that. And that whole, we shouldn't ask about what's this name? The goddess? Damn,
the highest.
The highest, whatever they call it.
So I was telling y'all. What you call it?
Body.
Oh, body. Listen, y'all.
BAWDY, body.
Yes.
Oh, the God is the highest.
Yeah, Tika's on Facebook. She was like, yeah, they had us all blushing. Tika, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be watching this right now because
it was rated X.
I'm looking around the room like, anybody else see this? Anybody else in here that see this? Because is it real? Like,
good.
Girl,
I love it.
I said the same thing. I was like, they must be acting for real.
Yes.
Ain't no way.
That was Cynthia calling Sarah. Yes. Cynthia called Sarah a pussy ass. She said, you a pussy ass hoe. I said, so Sarah was the one that was cheating with her husband. And her husband was Malcolm. And Malcolm was the one that told Cynthia, I will drag your ass. And Sarah started speaking up. And Cynthia said, you a pussy ass hoe. I was like, girl.
Well, Cynthia hardcore. She looked hardcore. I mean, you know, she even went off on her husband like, oh, you gonna cheat on me? You got me sitting at home and you cheating on with this chick? I mean, God, it's crazy.
Okay, anyway, let's get back into hot to watch. Yeah. What's hot to watch? We only got 13 minutes, y'all. This damn hour be going by.
My Rainey came out.
Ma Rainey. Tell us about Ma Rainey because I didn't get a chance to finish looking at it.
It was great. It was short, but it was great. You could tell it was just a snippet of time, but the acting was outstanding. Outstanding. Like Chadwick Boseman, like I just had tears. Like him, Glenn Turman, Coleman Domingo, like, and I mean, we know Viola tore it up. You know, it was outstanding. It was outstanding. I really do want to see something more where they get more into Ma Rainey's life and how her career came to be. I do want to see something more extensive, but I did appreciate this little snapshot, and I love how she was just asserting herself, I should say, as a woman. You are not going to take advantage of me. Like, I love how she just had them. I don't want to ruin it, but it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. I love it.
Also, Rocky, there's a YouTube, I guess, snippet that Netflix put together that just kind of gives a little bit more of a backstory on Ma Rainey.
Yeah.
As well as her relationship with Bessie Smith, who's written more, produced or performed more songs, and just the whole dynamic relationship period. And if you have ever seen any of the plays, like one thing that I left with after watching this was just a feeling of heaviness. Like it was so good and it left you wanting more.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
especially with that ending scene. I was like, oh
yeah.
I didn't finish watching it. I turned it on and fell asleep. I need to wake up and watch it.
Yeah, I had to come back to it. back to it. So it was awesome though. I mean, just the acting was, and just so many things about how we have to recognize our value as Black people, how we have been undervalued forever, and how when we know our value, nothing can stop us. I mean, I just love the way Ma Rainey was like, look, y'all gonna wait on me because y'all want my voice on this record. So, and just the interaction between the men and just a lot of the underlying themes. Glenn Turman, what was his name? Start with a T. Oh Lord, forgive me. Toledo. He was just awesome. Like, can we say shout out to Glenn Turman, who's been in the game for like 50 years?
A legend.
He is underrated. Let's give flowers to Glenn Turman, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. He has been in the game, I mean, since Cornbread and Earl, Cooley High.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if he did Cornbread and Earl, but I know he was in Cooley High. But I mean, he's just been in the game, and he's just always been a stellar actor. So I'm just.
You came back. You went out for a second, then you came back. Okay. Was that me, or did she go out?
Phenomenal. No, she did.
Okay. Oh, you was making a point, and then you went out. It's fine.
No, I'm just saying it was just phenomenal. It just really was phenomenal acting, and I want to see more about Ma Rainey. I'm loving all of these stories for us, by us. Keep it coming.
August Wilson, I think he does an amazing just act of storytelling, period. And from what I've learned, his whole thing is telling the story of everyday Black Americans, whether it's about Ma Rainey in the 20s or any of his other plays. So it's
Offenses, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then also this was produced by Denzel Washington.
Yes, it was.
Which is huge. So, you know, you can't go wrong with Denzel and Viola. And I think they saw Fences. It was like, let's try to recreate the magic. And they did that without.
And I think that with them having Ruben Santiago Hudson, I believe, he's the person. He's the guy who did Lackawanna Blues, which was the series on HBO. So I really think he lent a lot of authenticity to it, and it was just awesome. Like Chadwick, I was just wanted to cry as I was watching him because that
played that role.
His swan song. Like it was just, he was acting as if he knew. Like this is going to.
Well, he probably did. He probably did.
He probably knew. Like
so, what a way to leave a legacy. We want to definitely honor Chadwick Boseman. And y'all watch Ma Rainey. It's on Netflix, right?
It is.
Yes, it is.
What else? What about Christmas movies? Y'all been watching Christmas movies? I've been in the Christmas spirit. Y'all been watching Christmas movies?
No, but I do want to see Available Wife.
So Rocky watched that this weekend.
Ooh, I need to get. Oh man,
that's a no. That's a no.
Okay, let me say this. I love KJ Smith.
KJ Smith, shout out to her because she plays on the Family Business.
The Family Business and Sisters.
Hey Sabrina, shout out to Tridestin. Yes, go ahead.
And the guy Terrell Hill, he was in the Christmas Lottery. He played her boo in this.
Who was Terrell Hill? Terrell Hill was he played Candace's boyfriend.
Candace Dillard.
Yeah,
he was,
I love
Dillard's
him.
little scallywag boyfriend in the Christmas
Not
Lottery.
scallywag.
Scallywag, yes. It was okay. My thing was it was a bit cheesy at some points. Decent storyline, but I just thought that they just kind of overacted at some points. Our boy Roger Goonver Smith was in it. And
we talked to him early in the summer.
Yeah. And I just thought for him it wasn't a role that showed his true acting chops. But again, it was entertaining. You know, it was a decent storyline, but it was just some moments where I was like, this is kind of over the top, little cheesy. But again, I like KJ Smith, love Clifton Powell. I mean, it was good entertainment. It was a trip though. She was
So we got 6 minutes left. I want to touch some of these hot to watch things. So last in hot to watch, I did watch A New York Christmas with Nia Fairweather. That was really good. It was an alternative Christmas pick, if you understand what I'm saying. But I also want to say shout out to Cash Doll and Black Mafia Family is gonna be airing on Stars. I think it's coming up in January. But Cash Doll is from Detroit. And she landed a regular series role. So shout out to her. Also shout out to Randy Huggins. Randy attended Grambling State University, as did I, HBCU. Grambling State University, where everybody is somebody, just in case y'all didn't know. Anyway, Black Mafia Family is, I think it's coming out in January. But again, shout out to Cash Off from Detroit, who will be a series regular in that story.
Yes. And let's make sure we say happy birthday to the queen,
Cicely Tyson. Yes. Talk about some leading ladies. Yes. Happy 96th birthday.
It's still looking fabulous.
If looking fly at 96 was a person.
Yes.
Okay. All the
land. Okay. Haircut, color, all.
Girl.
I don't even look 90 nothing.
I want to be like her when I grow up. That's all. I just want to be like her.
Did you guys watch her in Cherish the Day? I didn't see that. She was so good in it. It was like
Cherish the Day.
Cherish the Day on OWN. Super good.
Okay. I love it. Let's talk about Taraji P. Henson, Peace of Mind, Facebook Watch. What we watching? What we talking about?
Yes. Well, I mean, listen, I'm all about, let's talk about mental health and stability in the Black community. And of course, you know, Taraji P. Henson, along with her best friend, takes it to the couch and talks all about it. So let's watch.
I've been going to therapy since I was
Go ahead.
19.
I suffered with anxiety and depression. It was out of control.
It's hard to spill our guts and tell our secrets. Strength is recognizing and admitting I need help.
You are not alone, sis.
We gonna heal. We gonna heal.
Peace of Mind with Taraji, only on Facebook Watch.
I will be
I love
watching.
So
it.
that's out already. Yeah.
You know, she has a foundation, the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation.
Dedicated
It's
for her
dedicated
father,
her
right?
dad, her father.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she also said one of the biggest things she wanted to do with this show is have people feel like they're in a safe space. And that's what therapy is for. It's for you to feel safe, for you to be able to express your feelings and start healing. So super excited. Glad Facebook picked that up, and hopefully folks will watch.
So how does that work? So is it going to come on like once a week, like Red Table Talk? Is it like a specific day and time or something? Do we know?
Don't know, but I think it is going to be the similar format to a weekly episodic series like Red Table Talk. So
I'm here for it.
Yep. So you can catch the first episode now, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's because it said December 14th.
Yep.
So let's go check that out. Before y'all, it's 8:58. And before we leave, we have to look at this one viral clip. It went viral over the weekend. And I can't get it out of
Where the money reside.
Where the money reside. Where the money reside. Where the money reside.
Okay. And that's when Mary had a little lamb.
You know what I'm saying?
Mary had a little lamb.
So this car salesman has gone viral for his music video. That's how Portia Monique gonna go. She gonna go viral too.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But let's
Good at WBRZ.com and click to the pros.
Well, this morning, an overnight sensation right in our own backyard thanks to a viral video.
Yeah, and JP, especially this year, viral videos have made an otherwise unbearable 2020 a little bit brighter. And a local car salesman is the latest addition. Let's watch.
Right, we going. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
From stepping out of a car trunk.
Make sure you can see. And make sure you can see.
Look at him.
Get it derailed.
Listen, Red Bottoms. Listen, y'all ain't know. Y'all ain't knowing.
Get it derailed.
About how he sells them.
I'm just ready to sell cars, honestly. Because I'm pants.
What a money reside.
It has now been
basically started as a joke.
Y'all,
girl, he was like, get my outfit, get my
Mary
shoes.
had a little laugh. I died.
Listen. That's my motto for the rest of the year. Where the money reside.
I love it. Darrell Smiley. Shout out to him.
He was actually Angela, not Yee. What's Angela? Right. Angela Wright went live with him. That was a funny conversation. I mean, he's just making his rounds.
He was also on Versus. He did something with Versus.
How are we not going to talk about Versus? How am I not going to talk about Versus? You missed it?
I did. But it was one of the longest ones. And that E40 was in his little drunk uncle stance. He was doing his thing.
I don't know why it took them so long to come on, but I got on and I'm like, where y'all at? Let's keep this thing moving. Like, people sleep. Like,
and they was going on and on.
That thing don't start till 8:45. 8:45 now.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's be prompt.
I love it. Too short.
But yeah, so I did catch some of it, but I fell asleep. But it was taking me back home. Y'all know I'm from the Bay Area. Bay Area.
I am so glad I missed it. Damn, those two my day.
It was off the hook.
I love E40.
Yeah, I love
and
E40.
Too Short, even though I gotta defer to Too Short because
I love Too Short too.
Like that.
He made the word bitch. Like he made that one.
No, the way he said
it.
Bitch. He made it like 2 syllables.
That wasn't a word before. Good God came into the world.
Okay.
And he got a daughter gone. He just recently had a daughter, I think within the last year.
Too short.
Too short.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean the irony. Right. Listen, the irony of it all.
Right.
Real vitamins.
Nobody was on the lab, and they was like, "It smells like patriarchy in here."
Thing. Okay, we gotta go. It's 9:01. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Rolling Out Wind-Up. We had fun tonight, y'all. We'll be back. We coming back next week. Next week is after Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And guess what we
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas behind the Kwanzaa.
Where the money reside.
Happy Kwanzaa. Okay. Okay.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace. We got a toast. Toast to a happy Merry Christmas. And we're gonna see y'all before the new year.
Okay.